Greetings dear viewer, it is 9:15 AM on Tuesday the 13th of November 2018 and I would like to thank you very much for joining me on the road to Passenger. For those few long-time viewers of my channel, I've returned to my old bedroom, where I used to film all my old YouTube videos back in the day. Look at me. Terrible camera, terrible hair. Simpler times. Not great times. Somehow I managed to get a cold, even though it's been the hottest week in goodness knows how long, so excuse me for sounding all nasally and blocked up. I know I'm going to be rewatching this in the future and thinking, oh, my voice sounds almost as bad as when I did my solo A Star Wars Story video. Hopefully this will be one of the shorter Road to videos, firstly because this is the first one since my very first Road to Mumford & Sons video, where I'm actually going to be recording it in sequence, because I'm the only one going on this venture this time, so it'll just be me and my camera. And secondly, because I try and make these Road to videos about 10-15 minutes and that, and, you know, to keep them at an appropriate length. But unfortunately, I don't know, I get carried away with stories, or I want to share experiences and stuff like that, because firstly, I like to look back and remember these things, and secondly, because hopefully I provide some entertainment to the viewers and that. But yes, it's going to be a short one this time, because I am literally going to Auckland today, seeing Passenger tonight, and then flying back home tomorrow. Okay, now before I go any further, you all saw this coming if you've ever seen a Road to video before, but every single one of these videos always starts off with some top quality cat content, so Hi Thomas. No? Nothing? Okay. Another picturesque sunset. Never get tired of this view. Birds chirping and cats howling. Cats licking a bucket of water? What are you doing, Thomas? Hi. Why are you licking a bucket of water? I don't know why there's a bucket of water, but I don't think you should be licking it. Just a bit of a heads up, there's now going to be an extended section of me just talking, because I had a lot of exposition, a lot of backstory kind of stuff I wanted to get out in the open for anyone that was curious. So if you just wanted to skip to the next part of the Road to video, jump straight to 7 minutes 45 seconds. Or hey, if you just wanted to skip straight to watching the passenger clips, go to 10 minutes and 12 seconds. And now for a bonus. That's one wild pupper. Good boy. We are following the dog. I decided to take the video outside because it is a beautiful day. Now, odds are if you're clicking on this video you already know who Passenger is, but if by any chance you don't know who he is and you're just clicking on this video out of curiosity, he's the English folk singer who is most known for his 2012 song Let Her Go, which now has over 1 billion views and is really popular. And Matty, hey, Matty, come here. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy, Matty? This is my dog. I, of course, was one of those people that found out about him through that song, and I slowly listened to more and more music by him, and I just fell in love with his simplistic sort of folksy tunes and his unique voice, and it's really cool. I really enjoy Passenger. However, when he announced he was coming to New Zealand and only doing an Auckland show, I was like, okay, I really enjoy Passenger, but not enough to go up to Auckland to see him, especially knowing that last year he came to New Zealand and he went to Auckland, Wellington, I think he went to Christchurch or somewhere else, but he did numerous shows in the country, and now he's just going to Auckland, because, you know, money's tight this year, as you know if you've seen any of my other previous Road to videos, and he's a great artist, I love him to bits, but if it's come to Wellington, heck yeah, I'd go see him in a heartbeat. But Auckland's just a bit much money to go see him. Also, the show he did in Wellington last year, I didn't find out about until the day before I left Wellington to go see Panic at the Disco. So I'm sitting there and I look on Facebook, it's like, hey, Passenger's in Wellington tomorrow. I'm like, wait, I like Passenger, he's coming here? I didn't know about it, I hadn't seen any advertising about it anywhere, so I was a bit gutted about that. So what happened this year is, prior to his announcement, Florence and the Machine said they were coming back to New Zealand in January 2019. And my partner Thompson and her mother want to go see her, because Thompson's already seen her, and she said that, you know, Florence and the Machine are amazing live, and I really like Florence and the Machine, not a die-hard fan, but I know all their singles, I've been listening to their latest album lots, so I'm like, okay, I would love to go see Florence and the Machine with you. Long story short, I accidentally bought myself a Passenger ticket instead of a Florence and the Machine ticket, so I was off to Passenger. I had this Passenger ticket, and I was short on money. I'm like, I still want to get the Florence and the Machine ticket, but I don't want to resell the Passenger ticket, because then you lose about $35, which was a lot to me at the time because I wasn't working all that many hours. So I still wanted to get a Florence and the Machine ticket, but I had this Passenger ticket that I decided not to sell because I'd lose money, and I was like, okay, you know, forgive and forget, move on, I'm going to go see Passenger. But then my frustration turned to disappointment when setlist.com like showed off what songs he was performing on his tour, and this next part may seem petty to some other like diehard Passenger fans, but like none of the songs that I really enjoy were on his set list. Like off the top of my head, my top 5 favourite songs are 27, Anywhere, Heart to Love, Do What You Like, and probably the one about blowing out your candles. None of those are on there. Now when he did his tour last year, he played 27 and Anywhere and like a bunch of songs, like I think it was like 15 to 20 songs, and quite a few of them I was like, man, that's a really cool set list, I would love to sing those. But this year, there's songs that I'm not necessarily against, just, you know, just kind of songs that I like, ho-hum about. Like on his latest album, Runaways, I love Heart to Love, and I love He Leaves You Cold, and I love Runaway, and he's not playing them. I understand it takes a lot to put on a concert, and I have no idea what goes into picking and choosing what songs to play, but it was just something that's been like nagging at me for months and months and months. Like, I have no idea what David is, or what Susan is, and there's like a Bruce Springsteen cover I don't particularly care about. I'm looking forward to seeing Sound of Silence, but it's just been nagging at me this whole time. Like, I'm going to see an artist I really like, but none of the songs that I friggin' love are being played. So that comes off as a petty complaint. It's just been something that's been like nagging at me for ages, but I've come to terms with it. Obviously The Wrong Direction and Holes and Life's for the Living are songs I already know. I've come to really enjoy David and High Water. I'm not gonna lie though, there's still a part of me that's disappointed. It's like, why won't you play some of my favourites? I hope I'm not being selfish. Like, I know that every concert there's going to be fans that are like, please play this song, please play that song. But most of the time they're like, I don't know, obscure songs that aren't singles or songs they don't play all that often. But like 27 and Anywhere are some of his like biggest singles. At the end of the day, I made my peace with it. I'm really looking forward to seeing him today. And judging by the clouds, I'd say the brilliant weather is about to turn pretty crappy. So I better go get inside and get ready to fly on up to Auckland. I am so tired. Matey, you're a good boy. You're a good boy, Matty. You're a good boy. You're a tired boy though, aren't you? Look at that slow tail wag. At the Palmerston North Airport, heading for Auckland. So there's the bus stop, and then at the set of traffic lights is where my hotel is. And at last, the hotel in Auckland. Finally, time for a rest. And time to get going again before Tart Bakery closes 3 hours early. Gotta have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Alrighty, I'm off to Tart Bakery now. It's awesome. I've got my little backpack with the CDs and a pen in it, just in case I have to bump into Mike and get him to sign me out. I've got my portable charger as well, plugged into my phone. Got my earphones for some music. Got a plastic bag and reusable plastic container to put some donuts in. Well, I got to Tart Bakery just as they were closing, a whole 1 hour before their advertised closing time. Now, I'm not hating on Tart Bakery, obviously being the best bakery in New Zealand, as the award they were given means that they sell out most of their food pretty early, so I'm guessing if they sell out the food, obviously they close up, because what's the point of staying open if you've got no food to sell? I had a look around Groovy Records, I couldn't really see anything there. There were a couple of CDs and that, but they weren't exactly affordable, so I didn't get anything this time. Although I did get one thing, I got like a Panic at the Disco sticker. I've been wanting like a Panic or a Fall Out Boy sticker for ages, and I saw one, I'm like, I'm gonna buy that, even though it was $7. And yeah, came back here for a little bit of a rest, and I went back out, got myself the Kiwi burger from the burgery, just finished eating it now, and it's about 6 o'clock, so I'm gonna give myself another hour, just an hour to rest, recuperate, charge my phone, and then I'm gonna head on over to I was about to say Pack and Save for some reason. I'm gonna head on over to Passenger. I am so confused. Why is there a turtle? Alright guys, this is it. It's 7:10. I'm on my way to the power station to see Passenger. I have no idea who the opening band is, and I feel quite bad about that because I like to, you know, make a note of who the opening band is. So I'm looking forward to seeing who they are, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to Passenger. I really need this. I need like a nice chill evening, listen to some wholesome folk music. Arctic Monkeys! I probably shouldn't have left it so late because by the time I got there, there was already a pretty substantial line and it was freezing standing out in the cold. Anyway, by the time everyone got inside, I couldn't get close enough to the front, so I decided to go upstairs instead. So without further ado, I give you Mike Rosenberg, aka Passenger.
I took myself down to the cafe to find all the boys lost in books and crackling vinyl, and carved out a poem above the urinal. You read, listen, singing, but Auckland, don't be shy, nice and loud. Don't you cry for the lost, got smile for the living. Get what you need and give what you're given. Hey, life's for the living, so live it, or you better run it. Did you call the light, or shots in the dark? Was it hell or high water that broke our hearts? Was it something I did, or just a cruise of fate? Was it hell or high water, and isn't she there? Well, hello, Auckland, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. It's a brand new song. There's a vision softly creeping, left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision was planted in my brain. Still remains within the sound, go on, of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone. And people were talking without speaking up, and people were hearing without listening up, and people were writing their songs now. The voices will never share. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for eating stuff off the back. I'll sing. Oh, oh. Are there any survivors, my hero? I'll sing. Are there any survivors, my hero? Go on now, nice and loud, Oprah, come on. 'Cause you only need the light. Only know you love her when you let it go. Only know you've been high when you feel alone. Only hit the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let it go. You only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you feel low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. It sounds so good. One more time, Auckland, one more time. Well, we wish we were prettier, richer and younger. It's all you can eat, but we're aching with hunger. Cause there's no nutrients in the shit they feed us, the footage they show us and the stories they read us. There's no money for the homeless, no money for welfare, no money for schooling or adequate healthcare. There's just no money here, so the rich to the poor. But it's funny how there's money when we're going to war. And the billionaires, they don't seem to have to pay taxes. Say it's all good, they tell us it's fantastic. Please don't rock the boat, don't do anything drastic. Just sit back and watch marine life choking on plastic. So sing, oh! Sing out of your voice. Can you love without fear in your heart? Go on and feel like you still have a choice. If all that tell you can scare away the dark. Can you guys sing with me one more time? I said, can you sing with me one more time? See you. That's all it is, Auckland. Nice and easy. Go on. And come on. There's one just really loud. I don't
Well, it's all over. It came and went about as quickly as I expected it would, but it was very enjoyable. Alright, so made it back to the hotel safely. It's very cold outside. I'll talk more about the concert in the morning, obviously, but I just wanted to touch on the fact that I was a bit disappointed when I got there and saw that there was zero merch. They had no merch available. I was like, what the heck? It's like my tradition. I get a shirt every concert I go to, even if they're like really bland ones like Imagine Dragons or Wolf Alice. I always get a shirt, but oh well. And then the opening act mentioned, like, hey, I got CDs on sale. And it was weird. After the show, they had merch on sale. No shirts. It was like a couple albums, like Passenger's latest one, and then a couple of the opening acts one. It was basically like little posters and a tea towel. That's the thing most people got. So I'm going to call my babe, have a shower, because I need it. And hopefully get a great night's sleep. Okay, it's Wednesday morning. I am very tired. Oh my goodness. Quite windy. It's nice and cool actually this morning, which is nice. I like that. I'm off to Tart Bakery now. It's about 9:30. I think I already said that. A bit later than I would have liked to have headed off, but honestly I'm just so tired. It's like no matter what time I go to sleep, I always wake up at the same time. So last night when we actually got to the concert venue, there was a massive line there, even though I was half an hour early. I didn't think, you know, being a power station concert, I need to get there that early, but I did. So I thought I was at the back of the line, but let's just say at the end of the night there were like hundreds of people because they sold out, so there was lines all the way down the street. And anyway, I just happened to be standing in this gap, like there were all these buildings, but there was a little side street, so all the wind was like flying up the side street. So it was freezing, man. I'm actually making really good time. It is 43 minutes past, and the taxi's supposed to get here at 10:02. As long as he doesn't get lost. I'm really worrying he's going to get lost. Long story short, he didn't get lost. Man, the taxi arrived on time, the plane arrived on time. I'm feeling awake enough to drive back to Wanganui straight away. Man, what a lucky morning. It's about 7 PM, I'm back in Wanganui, just taking Thompson grocery shopping. Just sitting here reflecting on the evening. It was really nice. It was a really cool concert. I really enjoyed it. All the petty complaints and stuff I was worrying about didn't really matter because it just, in the end of the day, it was just a really nice, enjoyable concert. Yeah, so I'm going to have dinner and then I'm going to see Peter Jackson's war documentary because it's a limited release and I would very much like to see it. So I'm not sure when I'm going to have a chance to finish recording the old Road to Passenger, but it doesn't matter because I still haven't finished editing the Road to Panic at the Disco, which is a month ago, so for all I know this will be out after Christmas. I missed you so much, did you miss me? I know you did. Hello! Remember how I said I was going to finish recording this tomorrow? Yeah, it's the 13th of December. This time next week I'll be on my way to 21 Pilots. I finally got over my slump and edited together the Road to Panic at the Disco on OpenSide, which is good. So I'm finally going to edit together the Road to Passenger video. Now excuse me while I make myself look more presentable. Ah, that's better. Please don't laugh at my haircut. Right, it is Wednesday the 19th of December. My 21 Pilots tickets just arrived in the mail and I'm packing to get ready to go I'm going to get this video finished first, so it's going to be out today. This past month or so has given me plenty of time to reflect on the concert and of course editing together the video, seeing all the clips and that, you know, bringing back the memories. It's really cool and I seem to be a bit cynical when I'm like thinking back at concerts, like, oh, it wasn't all it's cracked up to be and blah 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 blah, and then I go and watch the recorded clips. I'm like, oh, am I kidding? That was awesome. Maybe I've just been to see too many this year. I think I'm a bit worn out for concerts for now. I've had 8 this year. I'm about to go see a 9th one tomorrow, and then I've got 2 like very quickly in 2019. So those will be the last ones for a while. That's not what you're here for. You're here for Passenger, and this video's gone on for 20 minutes already, so I need to wrap this up. Let's just get this out of the way because I've made this point a couple of times already in the video, and you're probably sick of hearing it. But the set list was not the best. That's just a personal thing to me. But even the audience there, the majority of the audience sadly seems to be there literally just to hear Let Her Go and then leave. And he even made a comment on that. Like last time he was in the venue in Auckland, people were just like talking through the whole thing sort of thing, which is a real shame. I could talk about this for ages. The point still stands. I think that it wasn't the best set list, but the songs that he did play that I did already know and really enjoy, they were the best, and it was well worth it, seeing things like High Water, Life for the Living. You already know this, I've made this point before, but those songs were incredible, and the other songs were cool too. I mean, sure, I don't know them word by word, so I can't sing along sort of thing, but most people weren't singing along anyway. Not the best audience. There were a couple of people that were clearly drunk and they were talking through one or two of the songs. I'm like, why are you here? They didn't sell out of tickets just so you could stand at the back and talk the whole time. Also, this is a weird one. Power stations are 18, so you always have to check ID and that. And for some reason, the guy that I got checking ID, he was really rude. Like, everyone else was fine. There was like, ID please, blah, blah, blah. But he was like making fun of the way I was dressed, and he was just being like a grumpy old bugger. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? One day I'll go see a concert where everyone in the audience is perfect little angels and nothing goes wrong. So the set list wasn't the best, and I assumed he wasn't going to be playing with a band, but when he came out, he did say, like, to the audience, he just said, look, hey, sometimes I play with a band, but today it's going to be me and my guitar. And, like, I already knew that was coming, but I guess just hearing him say it was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, this is real, this is happening, it is just going to be him and his guitar. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I have to say, I would have preferred to see him with a band, playing all the songs I like, but we don't live in a world where we, you know, where we get to create our own custom set lists. And every musician ever probably gets 1,000 tweets every day saying, please play this song, please play that song. I'm talking about this too much, aren't I? Yes, I know he didn't play anything from that album. The opening act was very entertaining, Luke Thompson. He sold a couple of CDs, like I said, and I got one. It's like one CD, one EP, I brought those. They sound nothing like he did live. It's probably one of those situations where, like, if you see someone live, and then you listen to their studio recordings, I guess you kind of prefer what you heard live. And then it's the other way around, if you hear someone studio recording first and then you hear them live. I guess, whatever. Point is, go check them out if you're curious. Oh yeah, merchandise. Got the tea towel here, which I haven't actually opened up since I brought it, but there it is. That's what it looks like. It's Runaway themed, so it's got like a bunch of references to his songs and that. That's pretty cool. I obviously won't use it as a tea towel, but I'm sure I'll find somewhere for it one day. Oh, I'll show you the poster as well. So that little one right there is the passenger poster, and for reference, that's what the Killers poster looks like compared to the giant Fall Out Boy, Julian Casablancas, and Brendan Urie ones. I just remembered seeing a comment someone left on one of my uploads previously, like a passenger song I recorded and uploaded, and they said that they saw him like when he was performing with a band, and it lost some of that special, like, that intimacy sort of thing, and like, I can see that, I guess, I can see that, and I mean, it's not like he's never going to come back to New Zealand, so I keep repeating myself, I'm so sorry. Look, long story short, it wasn't the best set list, but it was still a really good show. He was telling stories, he was making jokes, like opening his heart to the audience, talking about his parents and stuff like that. I tell you what though, to give the audience some credit, I kind of, because I was standing near the people that were like drunk and just talking through most of it, I kind of assumed that most of the audience like probably weren't diehard fans or whatever. But that ending, when he played Scare Away the Dark with the completely new end verse, and the whole audience just kept chanting and kept singing afterwards, he came back on, he's like, guys, I wasn't going to do an encore because my voice is a bit sore, but here I am. I was salty because he didn't play Holes. That was really cool, just seeing everyone like keep singing like for minutes on ends to get him to come back out to do an encore. That was really cool. I haven't seen anything like that before. And that's going to wrap up the end of the Road to Passenger. Sure, I'll probably think of a million other things I should have said afterwards, like I do when I'm editing every one of these Road to videos, but this has already gone on long enough. This was supposed to be a short one, but oh well. I'm literally going to edit this and then go see 21 Pilots live. Yeah, going from Passenger to 21 Pilots. Bit weird, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. If it was, please let me know, so I will know to trim down the videos next time. Thank you all very much for watching. If you're watching this when it comes out, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. If you're watching this in the future, Happy Tuesday. I'll catch you guys next time.